random mixture of words.
Yes, people, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. It's finished. Oh, I'm getting a lot of noise from somewhere. Getting a lot of noise.
That must be Daniel. Daniel, put yourself on mute.
Hey.
Yeah. Is it you?
Hey, making any noise?
Nah, ain't Daniel. Anyway, welcome back to Let's Talk Premier League. We're here for Chelsea versus Manchester City. It's finished 1-0 to Manchester City, to Chelsea. But what a game. Thomas Tuchel has absolutely tactically outdone Pep Guardiola. I mean, Pep put a weaker team. Fernandinho absolutely destroyed by Mason Mount. Could not keep up with the athleticism, could not keep up with the pace. Just everything Mason Mount did today was absolutely brilliant. You could see that Fernandinho was the player that was marking him. What a performance from him. Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea go to the final at Wembley in the FA Cup. And Manchester City, quadruple? Nope. Treble? Nope. Manchester City cannot outdo Manchester United in terms of all of their achievements in 1999. City, that's 2 losses in a row in English football. Obviously, they won in the Champions League. But how are we all doing? We'll start with you. Andrew. How are you doing, mate?
Oh, yes, absolutely right, Niall. Absolutely right. Pep disrespected us. He disrespected the FA Cup. He disrespected another semi-final again. He thought he could get away with playing that type of team, or not his best defensive partnership, not his best left back, not his best goalkeeper, not his best midfield. Put Phil Foden on the bench. I don't want to discuss all that. That's Guardiola's, and that's City's fans to worry about. And Guardiola's done that in the past before. I want to talk about fantastic performance. I thought we were the better side throughout the game. I thought they really only chance I can remember, the decent chance they had was Diaz's header that scooped all the way over the bar. I can't remember anything else. Ziyech turned up. Great goal. Could have scored a second one to give us less tension, but he showed up. Werner laid on the pass, very good. Kante and Jorginho. Let's give a round of applause. Kante and Jorginho. Excellent. Makes him out, like you said, brushing Fernandinho aside. Fernandinho should have been sent off in the first half, in my opinion, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Although he didn't put the full force of a stud down, it's the attempt, right? It's the... You know what I mean? So, Thiago, bad back, playing well. The wing backs, awesome. Reece James and Chilwell today were very good. So much so that I don't even remember them mentioning Kepa until deep into the second half. And he didn't have any save to make whatsoever. So excellent performance. You're right. Now is, for me, we have to win this FA Cup now. That is mandatory. We have to win this FA Cup because of the opponents we're going up against. We have to win it. But I mean, he stopped the treble, he stopped the quad. He's probably going to get more praise for stopping that, especially in certain parts of Manchester, than actually winning the cup. So yes, we move. We move. Oh
yeah, without a shadow of doubt. Manchester United fans are all Chelsea fans today and tonight. Anyway, we've said this before. I feel like there's a lot of respect between the two clubs. A lot of maybe not so much love, but a lot of respect between United and Chelsea. But Charles, on behalf of obviously the United fans in Manchester, they're going to be delighted with you. As we can see in the comments, RJ and Matt already there. But I know you have to go soon. But give us your thoughts. You're through to the final. You've beaten Manchester City. The one that everyone was saying quadruple is. Pep is a tactical genius. Pep is a fraud. Another semi-final fucked up again. Charles, you must be buzzing.
Yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not even going to lie. If I hear one bit of slander from Man U fans, I'm going to be reminding you that we're the reason. Yes. We're the reason they don't. So don't come for us. We're the reason Man City ain't having a treble. Like, don't come at us. Like, you can all pipe down. You can thank us later, you know? Like, you can all... I don't want to hear any slander from Man U about Chelsea ever again.
No,
like,
to
the
be
end of
fair,
the
they are
season.
celebrating us today, Charles. Don't worry. They are
Yeah,
celebrating
literally.
They should be celebrating us for the
Yeah,
rest of
yeah.
the season.
Yeah.
But, like, I just think that, like, I'm really happy. It was a great performance. We did bloody well. City are no longer in here anymore. That's such a shame. Cry me a river. I mean, Thiago's back problem's a little bit of a worry because I don't want to be relying on Zuma, if I'm really honest with you. I don't need to be relying on Zuma. But, you know, I'm really overall buzzing. I'm so happy. Like I'm for once speechless. I don't think I've ever been speechless, and I'm fucking happy as Larry.
No mention of Lampard at all today, please. Nothing whatsoever. It's Thomas Tuchel's time. It's Tuchel's time, baby. That's what it is.
100%. And it wasn't just the result. It was the performance. You didn't allow City any time on that ball. You didn't allow them to attack you in any way, shape, or form. But Shedden, we'll come to you next. You've beaten City. United fans are currently in love with your club. You've stopped the quadruple. You've stopped the treble. What's your thoughts?
Who left?
What's your
Charlotte.
Who are you asking that to? Are you asking Shedden?
That was a good performance now.
Okay. Who are you asking that to? Are you asking Shedden?
Yeah. Who's got echo?
Shedden,
okay.
You got some really...
That's what you call a complete performance.
You apologise to me, Will, anyway.
Shedden, you got some really...
Yeah, you're struggling. If you leave and then come back in, it should hopefully help that out because it a huge delay on your end at the moment. So Dan, we'll go to you next. You've beaten not Thomas. You've beaten Pep. You've stopped the quad. You've stopped the treble. You through to the final. What's your thoughts?
Guess who's back? Back again. Chelsea's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? I don't care. Chelsea's back, baby. That's all I have to say.
Too sure they win trophies there.
For the first time ever, I think Chelsea's actually getting loved as a football club, and people are liking it. Well, you're getting a lot of love from United. You're getting a lot of your love from United
fans. Yeah, there's a reason because of City.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's what I'm saying. This is the first time that Chelsea are being loved by another club, and it's all for positive reasons. Like it's absolutely mega.
I would say we was kind of loved as well under Lampard, and that's for the wrong reasons.
Well, yeah, but what I'm saying is you're loved by a club, and you're happy to be loved because what you've done is you've stopped the treble, you've stopped the quad, and in doing that, you're through to the final.
Yeah, domestic treble though. The domestic.
Well, they could do a domestic. That's not the.
Not the United one. No.
If we think of a real treble, the real treble is the FA Cup, the Champions League, and the Premier League.
Yeah, but we're stopping the Champions League too.
Yeah, well, of course, but none of this bullshit of the League Cup as a fucking domestic treble. Get out of here. We don't do domestic trebles. The League Cup is such a not even Plymouth Argyle take the League Cup seriously, and we're in League One. That says to me exactly what that cup means to English football. RJ saying, let's go. Manchester City about to crumble like Anfield. They certainly could. This is two losses. Back-to-back losses in the Premier in English football. They've still got to face Chelsea in the league as well.
Yeah.
Could this year really screw up for Pep? This would be a monumental bottle job, and Pep would have to resign from management football. Wow. He would. I think he'd be in Saul's cave for the rest of his life. Matt saying 21 is coming. City are falling apart.
No.
At the moment, they're falling apart. And if Chelsea beat them in the league, they're 5 points behind them in the Prem. It could happen. Pep could bottle this big time. But Shedden, we'll go to you quickly. Obviously, we tried before, and there was really bad lag. What's your thoughts? You're through to the final.
I was saying that was a complete performance. We did very well in the first half. We were hungrier. We needed to beat them. We choked them properly. Yeah, and we don't say that about many teams when they are playing against City, and we managed to do that. We choked them. We passed the ball. We played our game, and we scored, and that's what was important. Yesterday, I thought the game was going to be close. I predicted a 1-1, and we win with 2-1 in 117th minute, and it was close, but it was a good game, a very good match, and I'm very positive going forward.
100%. What about you, Chris, mate?
Yeah, like I thought, like most of the players today were like really good. Well, pretty good today, and yeah, I think Thomas Tuchel tactical masterclass. Like, yeah, he literally made City do nothing in that game really, and Kepa with another clean sheet under Tuchel, 4 clean sheets. So it's all looking good for Kepa too. And yeah, like Chilwell, I thought Chilwell had a really good game, except for that miss maybe, but that's about it. Ziyech,
Keep going.
I thought Ziyech was I thought Ziyech had a good game. Werner, I thought Werner had a good game. I know there's the bit of slander Werner gets, but like he's one of the reasons why we won it too. So yeah, like Mason Mount. Did you guys not see when Mason Mount was literally still winning that ball back when Findinho was hugging him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing at Findinho because Findinho was just trying to pin him down, but he just couldn't. So yeah, literally big up to Mason Mount again. And what did Phil Foden do, huh?
Fernandinho couldn't handle Mason Mount today. That much was absolutely clear as day.
Fernandinho looked old today, man. He looked old.
He did. He looked very old, especially against a youthful Mason Mount.
Pushed him aside.
But Will, you said in a private message when I sent you a link that if you lose, you might be you'd be ranting. You don't have to rant today, do you?
Oh, I don't. I'm exhausted for how much I celebrated. It feels good to beat City. You know, we were great. Jorginho was good. Kante was great. Mount was good. Chilwell, I think that's one of his best performances at Chelsea. Reece James was solid. But to be honest, when the Man City lineup came out, I was quietly confident that they wouldn't score because Ferran Torres, he's a good talent, but he's not really there yet. Sterling, you can never really rely on him too much. I mean, yes, his output is really good and he puts up good numbers, but I don't think City rely on him to be their star player. And Jesus is inconsistent as well. So, yeah, we just handled them, and hopefully Southampton beat Leicester tomorrow and get an easier final.
Do you know what though? I don't think Pep had any care for any quad talk or treble talk at all, right? I think his main two are the Premier League and the Champions League, right? You can tell now because he didn't bring Mahrez on. He didn't bring Mahrez on at all. Mahrez was on the bench, right? Normally, if he's going for a game, he'll bring on whoever, right? Remember, there was 5 subs in the FA Cup he could have used. Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't bring on Mahrez. So for me, all this talk, it's been more of a media and other fans talk really about the quad. I don't believe he himself ever thought about winning a quad or a treble. Do you know what I mean? Because look at the way, look how he picked his team today.
I think it's quite poor from him though, because at the end of the day, he could have easily won that. And this is why Pep will never be on the level of Sir Alex Ferguson, because Fergie wanted to win absolutely everything that was put in front of him.
Exactly.
Just like any other normal
Ferguson had a bit of an easier path though.
No,
because there's more harder teams today where Ferguson wasn't.
Sorry.
I'm not. Okay, I know it sounds like I'm discrediting him, but
if you look at Man City's fixtures in all their competitions under Pep, they have been the easiest.
This was the easiest. Manager. This was the easy. Well, this was the hardest game they had, and the thing is that treble that United won was special. I mean, I'm not a United fan, but even I can say that was special. Like
they had Bayern and Barca in their group or something.
Yeah,
like that, didn't they?
They had.
Like with the league, all I was gonna say with the league, like there's more teams with money now, like even Everton and stuff. Like
Leicester. But Chris, they're winning 3 out of 4. They're gonna win 3 out of 4.
Yeah, but to be honest, but if you think about the depth that City have nowadays, they have two first teams. That's clear. I want to go to some comments here. As you can imagine, a lot of love coming in. Velveswan saying City could end up with just the Premier League trophy. They might not even have that if they keep bottling it. Losing
League Cup next week, right?
Well, yeah, they lost.
week.
They lost to Leeds. They lost to Leeds. They've got to face Chelsea in the league.
Lost to United.
Ain't gonna be
as well.
easy for them.
Lost to United.
Yep. Well, yeah. I feel like Ollie's actually taught other teams how to beat City because Tuchel played exactly and set up exactly like Ollie did. He
And also,
sat them
Pep-
back.
What do you mean? Do you mean set what, like 5 back?
No. What I
Just the
mean
way,
is
just the way we
by
played.
by
Way we
having
played.
by having a deeper line,
Yeah.
by hitting them on the counter. I know too, because Tuchel normally has ball. He likes the ball, likes passing, breaking down play, having those sort of
The
triangles
ball
around
was
the pitch.
50-50 though,
There was-
right?
Yeah, but there was none of that today. He sat them back a bit deeper, hit them on the break. That's how your goal was scored. And for me, Ollie has actually taught the Premier League how to beat City, and Pep's now going to have to deal with that a bit like Liverpool have, because teams know to sit back on Liverpool, allow them to put the crosses in. That is exactly what teams are doing at City now, and they're going to have to find a way to break them down.
I don't think. Oh, my voice! I've lost my voice from where I'm.
Good.
I don't think Pep trusts his midfield and Rodri fully because what I've noticed is in big games he plays Fernandinho next to Rodri. He's done it against United, I think, twice this season.
Yeah.
He does. I don't think he trusts his midfield fully.
No, and I think there's now definitely that element of he's going to have to sort of break teams down a bit like Liverpool have had to, and it's certainly in the 2 games that I've watched, he's not looked prolific at all.
Listen, we dominated their midfield. That's what we did. We dominated their midfield. We controlled their
Daniel,
midfield.
what did you
hit them on the break? So it's all good.
Yeah. What did you want to say, mate?
I just want to say about the defence. That defence was just a brick wall. They wasn't getting anywhere. I don't care. I don't care if he played the 420 minutes. They would not have scored.
Well, yeah. And this is why I've always said Chelsea under Tuchel at the moment are playing perfect cup football. Don't look like scoring. You look like you can at least get 1 goal. Perfect cup football for me. Mona saying Roman should have sacked Lampard earlier. There's definitely, looking at the current form, looking at the results, what could have happened if he did? There is definitely an argument for that.
There
We'll
is
see that next season.
big argument.
Yeah,
But
100%. But look, that's all in the past. At City,
exactly.
Chelsea have still got two trophies that they can win. They could theoretically get the the Champions League. They could get the FA Cup, and if they got top 4, you have to say that would be a extremely successful season for Chelsea. Velviswan saying, "I'm telling you, Southampton will win the FA Cup." I don't think so. Guna saying, "Lads, yes, lads. City played like wankers. Yes, they did.
They did.
City underestimated Chelsea. That's what they get."
Chris saying, "Big up the panel. Liverpool B might win it." I don't think so. Pochettino has knocked Manchester City out of the Champions League before.
True.
Again, another true fact there from Chris. Werner and Jorginho haters, shut up. I mean, Werner's got a lot of hate. Not today, but obviously he has had that hate. How important?
He's getting hate today.
Well, of course he is. It's Werner. But how important has he been? If you think about the amount of penalties he's won, the amount of assists he's got, he might not score goals, but there's definitely something in that lad.
He's acting like a left winger this season, I would say. Like, he can't score, and that's definitely for fact. But the one thing he is still giving is obviously his movement, his assists, and he does win penalties. I know people criticize, we just paid 50 million for him to do that type of stuff, but I think next season we'll see a better Werner.
Werner is the definition of a good squad player. He's very good against certain opposition where you can sit back, expose a high line. And if we play a few games of like that in a season, if we play, let's say we play around 5 teams that he can exploit, we can play him. We can play him against those teams, and we can play him in cup competition. I think that's just what Werner's going to be.
Do you know what it is, guys?
Backup.
You know what it is? If everyone had their mind wiped, Men in Black style, right, at the start of the season, and then you went, from this point on, and you said, see that Timo Werner, like he's a winger, and then you looked at his stats, you'd go, my God, he's having an amazing season, right?
Mhm.
It's only because we bought him as a striker.
Until you watch
people-
him play football, Andrew. until you
Well,
watch-
but I'm saying it's only because we bought him as a striker, expecting to bring in 25 goals to 30 goals.
Yeah.
We're going, people are being ripped. If he was saying now he's an inside, if he'd been rebranded an inside forward, you would go, he's having a real decent season. But because he's a striker, there's expected more of him.
Do you think Tuchel could do that? Sort of, if you let's say you got a good DM, say you got a good DM that could do the DM role on his own, move Mason back to a number 8, which I think is his best position in my opinion. Then you put obviously I know he likes the 3 up front. You could have Werner as an inside forward, get a prolific goal scorer.
Yeah,
that would work together, especially if Havertz there. Or you could even play Havertz as a sort of false 9 off Werner, because I think that's what they need. Because I think Werner's better linking up with players, and Havertz actually does do that link up quite well and can score. Do you think that's what you want to see now?
I think, I'd like to. Do you know what? In all honesty, I'd like to see Germany not take Werner this summer and leave him with Tuchel. Even with Tuchel for an entire summer, okay? To see what Tuchel can do, because we know Giroud's going, and fair dues to Giroud. He deserves to finish his career starting somewhere, okay? Tammy's dropped from the squad. He's gone, guys. This is confirmation today. He's done.
Coming back.
He's done at Chelsea. He's done. He was fit. He's fit, guys. He's done. If they bring it, absolutely right. Please, Chelsea fans, we do need another striker. We do need another striker, please. We do.
Definitely.
Bring in another striker.
Lukaku.
Whoever. Lukaku, Haaland, whoever. Someone who maybe Werner could strike up a
Could you imagine Werner, Lukaku, Havertz? Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean,
and maybe a Sancho adds to that.
If we do that,
hold up a minute. Hold up. You don't need fucking Sancho with all of that.
Yeah, we need everybody. Yeah, just
shut up.
We're greedy. We're
by
greedy.
whoever.
We're greedy. Yeah, we're greedy.
There's greedy. I don't think Sancho will go to Chelsea. I think you've got far too many good players. You don't need a Sancho there. If you get a right winger, that is so what you don't need. You need a striker. You need a young centre back who's got leadership to replace Thiago Silva, and possibly a DM. That's what you need. A right winger is so far down the list of needs.
You say young centre back with leadership. Is there any younger centre backs?
Jules
Well, you
think he's got leadership?
Yeah, there's Matthijs De Ligt. We can get De Ligt.
De Ligt would be perfect actually. De
Ligt's going to cost you like 80 million to 90 million at least.
Worth it though, Andrew.
That's fine.
I don't
Andrew,
know. Do you know what?
That's fine.
You're currently looking at buying a player for 150 million. I think 80 million sounds like
no. What I'm saying is fine. Can I be honest with you? I've not seen a lot of De Ligt, even in Champions League.
He's good.
So
he is good.
I saw him
very
good. No problem. If he's got the leadership, that's what I'm looking for. No, I don't care about the name.
He was cutting
If you're looking at leadership,
look at the leadership skills, right?
Yeah, Andrew, if you're looking at leadership, we have Ampadu.
That's fine for me. That's fine for me.
They have
an abundance
in that team as well.
Because I always said that United, if they got De Ligt, De Jong, and Sancho, they'd be unstoppable. But luckily for all other English clubs, I don't control Manchester United's transfer policy. I think I said it in one of the United shows, but luckily, as I say for everyone, that I don't control their transfer policy because I'll be ripping the league apart. But guys, back to the game. Clean sheet, 1 goal. Didn't really look in danger. I was watching the game, sort of doing some stuff on StreamYard and sorting some things out, making some videos as well. And to be honest, you just look comfortable, absolutely comfortable.
One chance, Dave. One chance I think I can remember having. It was from a corner. I think Laporte or someone headed it in, and Diaz was in the centre, but he couldn't do much with the header, and it blasted over. But Kepa never made a decent save. Do you know what I mean? Is Man City never tested Kepa. They never and you would have thought he hasn't played for a while. He's still his confidence is probably still low. Let's have a shot at him, right? Let's have a shot at him. They never tested him once. Never had a long shot or anything like that. They, as much as we talk about needing a striker, they need a focal point up front as well, because otherwise it's just like it's like a blunt knife. Do you know what I mean? It can't cut through anything. Jesus was playing, but he's rubbish.
Does anyone know
rubbish,
when the
Can I, talk about
is-
Kepa? Can I quickly say about Kepa? Kepa
Yeah,
was
go
actually
on, Chris.
better man and Mendy for this game then, because they didn't test him, and his kicking's better than Mendy's.
Wait,
that
wait, guys.
can be challenged, I think. But
does
Kepa
anyone,
had a comfortable day. He had a very
Yeah, he had a comfortable day, of course, yeah.
Does anyone know when the Europa League final is and when the FA Cup final is? Because I said that Tuchel will win a trophy at Chelsea before Ollie wins one at United, and I need to make sure that happens.
The FA Cup is, I think, a week before the Europa League.
Oh my god, it could happen then. It could happen.
Yeah, but I also think that you don't need to worry about that. I think
exactly.
I think if Chelsea
As
win the FA Cup
and get a trophy.
I mean, I don't even think it would matter if United won the Premier League for Chelsea. I think if Chelsea win the Champions League and the FA Cup in top four, you probably end up celebrating the Premier League title with them. Like, to be brutally honest, you probably wouldn't care too much anyway, because at the end of the day, if you can walk away with the big ears and the FA Cup and top four for next season, that's
a better season than City. It's a better season than City.
Yeah.
It's a much better season, yeah. Because I mean, that'd be better than Di Matteo always been in history because he's the first manager to win the Champions League up there. But that would even be better than say Di Matteo's one because we finished in the top four. So now he's tough. He's got to bring them down now. Euphoria, but we got Brighton Tuesday. Brighton is now a huge game, especially now. West Ham dropped points today. They dropped points today, West Ham did. And Lingard hobbled off as well. Lingard hobbled off and they dropped points. So and we need to win this before we face them next Saturday.
I know we're talking about like if we win the FA Cup, I think Tuchel still needs to calm them down if we're in the Champions League still like doing well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's got to calm them down.
Final.
Oh, he'll do that. He'll do that anyways. An awfully experienced manager, and I also think that the players like Thiago Silva and others would. You'd probably see the likes of Mount probably quite happy. Chilwell, Thiago Silva would be patting him on the head, going, "Well done," but Champions League's in a week's time. Now stop celebrating. Put that.
If we're in the final or something by then, we need to calm down.
Thiago Silva.
Wait until you can do a trophy parade to get happy.
Yeah, and that's what Thiago Silva will bring, and it's why he's also very important. And his calmness.
I think with Aspie as well.
Yeah, of course. But that needs not saying. He's your captain. But Thiago Silva, that's what he brings as well. That calmness at the back with Aspie, and it's good to see Aspie and Thiago Silva doing very well at Chelsea. But Shedend, I want to go to you. The calmness at the back, the experience at the back, the fact that Kepa was in goal. It was a very good, solid performance from you guys.
Last season, was it last season? Yeah. Last season, everyone was slandering Kepa and saying he's trash, he's bad, he's what. But
he was.
It's the back line. It's the back line. We had a back four that was not. It was led by Rudiger, who was quite. I don't know the name. I don't know how to call it, but he was. What do I say? This guy who does something, then makes a mistake, then you realize later it was a mistake. Like, what do you call that name? Whatever it was. So it was led by Rudiger, who was rash. Yeah, rash is the word. So who was rash? He was going on tackles. There was Zuma, who was doing okay, but it's the back line for me. Like, it wasn't a stable backline. We never had a central defensive midfielder. We had Jorginho, and if you put a backline of a back four and put Jorginho as a number 6 or as a double pivot, it never works. It's working for Tuchel right now because we have a back 3, and the defense is better. Like, the defense is better, and we have Silva, of course, who came and brought calmness in the back. And if he's not playing, if he's injured, you can see he's giving advice. Like the Atletico Madrid game, he was giving advice from the bench. So I think we've improved since January defensively. And don't forget, since Tuchel came, we've played Klopp, we've played Mourinho, we've played Diego Simeone twice, we've played Pep, and this other Everton manager, and we haven't conceded a goal. So it shows how we've improved defensively, and I hope we will do that going forward, starting next season. Tuchel said we are going to catch Man City next season. I hope we do that, and I can't wait. I can't wait.
There's no doubt about that. If you have a good summer, bring in the right players under Tuchel, I have no doubt about that. Other teams will strengthen as well. I expect United will strengthen. I expect City will City have to strengthen because the closing pack is closing down on them, and recent games prove that. United beating them 2-0 at the Etihad, Chelsea beating them 1-0 at Wembley. I mean, Leeds beating them with 10 men. It's brutal for City.
But you realize, you realize a team strengthening doesn't always translate to success.
No,
so you can ask
course, but every team will strengthen, but it's about who spends their money right
and hope for the best, right?
If you go and buy targets that I've been recommending, they'll probably strengthen in a positive way. Yeah, I could recommend targets for Chelsea to strengthen you guys, and if you bought them, you'd probably improve as well. I'm surprised I've not been snapped up by a Premier League club to be their transfer director. Very surprised.
Can I?
If you want me, apart from City, because I don't like you, then feel free to give me a call or DM me on Twitter. Always available. Some comments here. The Mr. Arsenal podcast. City were completely shocking. Spurs will now believe they have hope next week. Yeah, of course. And Mourinho in a one-game situation, even with that defence, is probably a good chance. Start of season, top 4 winning trophies, successful season for Chelsea. I stand by that. Well, they could end up with 2. Chelsea winning. Velvishwan saying Chelsea winning the Corona UCL and Corona FA Cup. Look, it's actually probably harder without fans there. So what you're saying is they've won. What you're saying is that they've actually achieved something which is tougher. Kenny is laughing. Where's your treble now, City? Where is it? Where is it? We're so clear. I'm not sure about that, but he's very happy, as you can imagine. Velvishwan, error-prone centre-back. What do we think of City? Shit. And what do we think of shit? City. Love it. Chelsea deserve credit for beating the narrowly crowned Premier League champions today. Newly crowned Premier. Well, they haven't. I just want to hold everyone's horses. They haven't been crowned yet.
They still got their game to play.
I'm sorry, but it's City's title.
No, but don't forget, United were in this position with 8 games to go in 2012, and that fucked up. And they had Fergie, right? Fergie.
Do you think United could win every game?
I think there's a possibility that could happen, yes. I think, will it happen? No. Is there a possibility? Of course there's that possibility.
There's a possibility,
anything is possible, yes.
But can I
until they're like 20 points ahead like Liverpool were last season, or they've got the gold on their name on the league table, when you look at the table and there is that gold line with C next to them, unless they're like Liverpool were last season, which is well clear with 20 points odd, then there is no way I crown anyone champions.
Yeah. Will, on Twitter, what do you apologise for? Was it for Werner?
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ziyech.
And Ziyech, yeah. I said Ziyech should have a good game.
Yeah, Ziyech has done it.
You know what else I said? We're definitely
and I think all Chelsea fans need to respect Mason Mount too.
Yes, Mount was good.
I think they're starting to. I was respecting Mount way before now. Like I'm not even a Chelsea fan, and I was picking him up on.
Mount debate's over. It's done.
Yeah.
You can't argue if he's good enough.
I've ordered a Mason Mount t-shirt and it's not come yet. They need to hurry up.
Shirt, not t-shirt.
You can wear it for the Champions League final, and Mason Mount scores for you.
Chris saying City title, behave yourselves. Not unless do they have that gold? Do they have that gold line? Is the letter C next name? No, they're not. So they're not champions yet. Chelsea are a small club only relevant in 2004. Well, they seem to be more relevant than Liverpool right now. So what are you saying about that?
Exactly.
Congratulations, Manchester City winning the league this season. Look, Chris, if they don't win it, I am so. Do you know what? If City don't win it and United do, I hope you're in my chats. I hope you're in the chats because I think some United fans will be having some words. Chris,
I don't know what City
we're
fans
going to
think,
win
yeah.
it. Hope this helps.
You think it's hard to get City fans when they went onto a debate onto a stream and they
Kenny,
win something?
I see you're
If they
hopeful,
lose, you're never
and
going to find
it's
them
the
again
hope what
for
kills
5
you.
years.
Oh, it's trying City fans on anything is the
Yeah,
most
I know,
impossible
right?
job in the world.
Poor Jan.
Fernandinho should have got sent off. Yeah, what's everyone's
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
what's
God. See you
everyone's
later.
thoughts
Goodbye.
on that? What's
Well,
everyone's thoughts on that?
my thing is, it's not. It doesn't matter about whether he makes contact or an impact on the player. It's the fact that his foot moved towards Mason Mount, and it wasn't like, oh, it was a mistake, like he was hurdling him. He had time to move his feet. He could have hurdled him differently.
I mean, he attempted to do it.
I think, yeah, he attempted to do it, and then I don't know. It just thankfully didn't make a greater impact than it did. That's all. But I've seen people go off, be sent off for not even touching anyone, but like the attempt is there, or they could have hurt them or something like that. So I thought he should have got. He didn't even look. He didn't even look at that at the time.
I watched the replay and I was like, wow, you're a cunt.
Yeah.
But I actually thought if that was me, I'm absolutely getting up and knocking the 10 bells of shit out of you. Like if I'm Mason Mount, if I'm Mason Mount, I'm holding my hands to my face, rolling around like an absolute wanker. Like I am doing everything to get that disgusting.
Yeah, that's what you do. That's the right way because you can't just go up and hit.
It was horrible. It was horrible to watch. I'm looking at that like.
Yeah. Very bad. Very bad.
Yeah, let's talk about Mason Mount. I thought like when he dropped back actually deep today, I thought he played really well dropping deep today. Like it suited him so well. He's just involved everywhere.
I think we all thought. I think I've spoke to some people like over the last few days. I think we all figured that that's what Tuchel have Mount doing, as dropping in as a third midfielder to help out Kante and Jorginho and leave Werner and whoever up front by themselves. And he did his job. He did his job. I mean, he took Mount off in like 65th minute or something like that. So
good management.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if Mount's picked up an injury or anything like that.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Good. Yeah, that's what I mean. That's how comfortable Tuchel felt to take Mount.
Yeah.
Do you know what, Andrew? As well, Mount's take on today were brilliant. He put Fernandinho. He
Fernandinho was spun.
Yeah,
he's spinning him like a Beyblade.
Oh yeah, and I don't want to hear it. The Jorginho Rodri debate is over. It's over.
Yeah, I keep saying that too.
It's over.
They wanted Jorginho before Rodri.
There's a reason. I mean, actually, I can't. It's actually a bit hypocritical of me to say, "Oh, this is why Pep doesn't trust Rodri when we play Kante next to Jorginho." So I'm not even gonna say that. But
what do you mean?
Like I said, when Jorginho plays well, I will give him the praise. But if he doesn't,
wait, guys, can we all agree that Kante Jorginho is our best pivot stylistically?
I don't. It's all. I want
to see it for one more game, and if it works, then yeah.
It's all depending on what games they are as well. Like
Kovacic,
I think there's a role for everybody.
I think Kovacic is our best midfielder technically, but I don't think stylistically he fits well in a pivot with any of our midfielders. If you get what I mean.
Looking into what?
I just think we're lucky we have all three.
Yeah,
I think you could see him play all three again if we play City in the Champions League or something like that. Or,
I think all three at the same time.
Yeah, but doing what Mount Kante doing what Mount did today.
So wait, would you not start Mount in the final?
No, what I mean is you could push Mount further up still if he wanted to play ultra defensive.
I predict against.
I don't think you'd need to. I think if
it's all
just one of
dependent.
those. Or he could.
I think
probably play them all three in a 4-3-3.
He could pick the same team as he did today. I think it worked very well.
Yeah.
A couple of comments here.
I've had a Kai over Ziyech.
Has anyone heard from any Man City fans in the last hour? They've disappeared. They normally do. In fact, they're disappeared when they even winning. Like
Kenny, with Man City fans, when you catch them, you got to tag them. Do you know what I mean? To know where they are next. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're not it's not
Anthony Taylor is the referee for the FA Cup final.
Oh, bollocks.
No.
Is it? Oh,
no.
shit.
No.
Kenny said, Velshwan, Kenny, how can City fans disappear when they never existed?
City fans
Professor
disappear.
Professor saying, evening all. Gutted for City, missing out on the quad, but no complaints. Chelsea were better tonight. I'm surprised why Foden and Mahrez didn't start, given in recent times they've been game changers.
Exactly.
I'm a City fan. I'm here. Wow.
Wow.
Yay.
I'd love to hear your thoughts. Put in the comments on what you think of Pep, because right now I think he's a fraud. I think he's nothing but a disgraceful manager that has his heart set on looking good himself. Look, I just don't like Pep too much, and I'd love to get your thoughts on obviously cashing out of the FA Cup.
I rate Pep so highly.
I don't. I think he's fraud.
I think he's a fantastic manager, like one of the best, like in the modern era.
For me, he's top 2 of all time.
So the question I had was because Professor hasn't heard it, so I didn't hear that. Say it again. What's your thoughts on Pep? Right, so you've bashed out of the FA Cup. You can't win the treble. You can't win the quad. Like, what's your thoughts? Like, why didn't he start Foden? Why did he not start Mahrez? Like, why did he start Fernandinho when Fernandinho is coming up against a very informed Mason Mount? Professor saying can win the treble, not the treble. Yeah, but I don't look, the domestic treble I don't really care about. I the only treble I ever think about is the treble, right? The Premier League, Champions League, FA Cup, that is the treble. Anything other than that is not a treble.
And Niall, apparently Chelsea tried to sign Pep Guardiola 3 times, and he rejected us. I read somewhere that he rejected us. He didn't understand. Like he didn't like what we do, high and fire. So he just rejected us 3 times. And so he's a class manager. Abramovich wanted him, but apparently he said no.
Why would a Pep be afraid of getting the sack? I mean,
he won't.
Professor saying in terms of Mahrez, of why he didn't start Foden and Mahrez, I can't explain. Maybe he feels they're suited to a super sub role. I think that's disrespectful to Mahrez. I understand, but Foden, I don't get it. I think Foden's better than Sterling. He's technically gifted. He offers more. I just think Foden over Sterling would have been a better shout. But look, maybe he's got. I don't know if City are playing
over Gabriel Jesus would definitely been a better shout.
Well, yeah,
and I think I know why.
I need to sell him.
I think I know why Pep never started. Phil Foden, and he brought him on when Mount went off. Are you guys thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, but the thing is, if he had started Foden, that allows Foden time.
He would have been humiliated by Mason Mount. So
I still think he wouldn't have done anything.
No, because Foden wouldn't have been in that position. Foden would have been on the wing. I just think that's disrespect. No, it does matter because it's proven fact. You speak to any professional footballer, it takes them time to get into the game after they've been substituted onto the pitch. If he had started Foden that first half as the rest of the players were, to get into the game, to build into the game, especially at the pace. But he was chucked in straight in the deep. He didn't even get time to warm up because he was chucked in to replace De Bruyne. So yeah, for that, I think if he had started Foden, you may have seen a different outcome.
I don't know. I think the defense is just too solid.
Yeah, well, there is elements of that as well. Velshwan saying, Chelsea, how would you react if either Ryan Bertrand or Romero scored the winner against you in the FA Cup?
They're not getting through. We're playing Leicester.
They might.
Professor saying Sterling was in scandalising form a couple of years ago, but he's been subdued in recent times. Very subdued. He's been non-existent, in my opinion. Jesus hasn't been consistent. This is true. This is very true. Not playing a recognised striker has ultimately come back to haunt Pep. have you even got a recognised striker? I mean, I think Jesus
Nope.
is your recognised striker.
I don't think he's even a striker.
But
Well, they
in
have this
terms
guy
of
called
who I
Delap,
would rate
a very
higher than
good kid.
possibly Zidane, I'd probably, if Tuchel starts getting this Chelsea team performing, possibly rate Tuchel over Pep at this rate. And look, you never know if Ollie wins a trophy with Dan
Yeah,
James,
but-
and if Ollie wins the Premier League with Dan James, I may have to give it to him as well, because to win anything with Dan James' team is quite a miracle. The Nexus has officially confirmed Pep is a fraud. Yes, he is. Velvishwan Leicester won't win because Maddison won't play. Interesting.
So still have enough to beat him.
But City effectively got the man they always wanted in Pep, and if he ultimately ends his time not winning the Champions League, then it would take the shine off a stellar stint. I'd agree with that. Do you guys think Pep has to win a Champions League with City to cement himself as one of the top managers in the league?
No.
He ain't won with Bayern Munich, did he? When he went,
No, I don't
Yeah,
think
but
he does have to. I don't think he does. I think his legacy in the as a Premier League manager is already cemented as one of the best. I think the Champions League, obviously, it's hard because City have never won it before, and yes, I would. By the time Pep leaves, he should probably get a Champions League. That is true, but I think that will just make him even higher in the list of Premier League managers. I think he's one of the greats already. I think.
Where do you think he sits right now, then?
I think. I don't like to speak about Alex Ferguson that much because
He's definitely not above Fergie.
no.
I didn't see Fergie at his best. What I can remember anyway. So I don't like to really talk about him. So I'd probably have him second or first out of when I've watched football and I can remember football. So I'd probably go.
Obviously.
I would have Pep third. I go Ferguson and Mourinho.
No, I mean, in my lifetime, I'd probably say
Oh yeah.
the three best.
Yeah.
Oh, but then I can't say Ancelotti because I don't really remember him. So I'll just go for probably first or second. Him or Mourinho.
In your lifetime, I forget sometimes you're a bit younger than the rest of us. I think for me, I think Fergie has to be at the top. What he won, what he achieved, has to be at the top. Second, maybe Dalglish. Would anyone think Dalglish could be second?
I don't know. I've never seen him.
Andrew, you're shaking your head. Okay, Andrew, name me the top three managers you think for you.
Fergie, Pep, and Mourinho, and Wenger's fourth.
Where does Klopp fit in? Just out of curiosity, where's Klopp fit in?
You don't put Ancelotti over.
Oh shit! No, I put Ancelotti. Sorry, Ancelotti.
Fourth.
Ancelotti fifth. I put Ancelotti fifth.
Yeah.
Because Wenger's won. Remember, two of those
Wenger.
titles were double titles as well. So
As
and
a
he won a
manager,
title.
Andrew,
And as much as I debunk the Invisibles, they still went undefeated. So
Andrew,
he goes. Hang on, let me finish, mate. Let me finish. Klopp would be the same as Ranieri and Dalglish because he's only won one title and he hasn't defended it, so it'd be the same.
Andrew, when you speak about Ancelotti, are you speaking about just Premier League legacy?
Yeah, I'm just thinking about that, really.
Yeah.
Overall, as a
Because
manager,
I
I
think he
Ancelotti's
got
better,
us.
to be fair.
If you remember Ancelotti's second season when he got fired, he actually did an amazing job to get us second. With the chaos that the board and Roman Abramovich did to him. Remember in his second season, this is history, boys. In his second season, they got rid of his assistant Ray Wilkins. He went during the season. They didn't renew his contract, and then they lumbered him with a £50 million broken down Fernando Torres. And trying to force him in that. So, and they sacked him at half-time at Everton, but he still completed his job. Do you know what I mean? So that's the class the man has. So he would go.
Stacks on half-time like that?
He would go fifth because he only won one. It was the double, biggest, more goals at that time than anyone else. But because Wenger's won multiple titles, and 2 of them were doubles and 1 an undefeated season, he would have to go 4th for me. So.
Everyone in the comments, I'm intrigued to know. Put your top 5 managers in the comments, and I'll go through them.
I think mine's the same as Andrew's actually.
Yeah, you said yours, Chris. You're going with what Andrew said, yeah?
He said Ferguson first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pep second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jose Mourinho.
Yeah.
And then
Wenger 4th and Ancelotti 5th.
I think I might swatch it. Yeah, I'll swap Ancelotti 4th and Wenger 5th. I don't know.
That seems fair. Daniel, who's your top 5 managers?
Ferguson, Mourinho, Pep, Wenger, Ancelotti.
Shedend, what about you, mate?
I'll go from in the Premier League, right? We are basing this on Premier League success, right?
Not
no. Oh well, I suppose you could. I would. If I'm ranking them, I would take other situations into context. So for me, I would take Fergie's treble, what he did in Europe for the 2 times he's won it. The same with he's pretty.
But what Mourinho did with Porto, he won them in the Champions League, and no one thought.
Yeah, but I don't class that. Only what they do in English football. So if they win a Champions League if they win a Champions League with, let's say, so Di Matteo, I would take into context what he did in Europe when he won you the Champions League. That's how I always base it.
Okay, so I'll go for Fergie, then Pep, then Mourinho will be 3rd, and Ancelotti, and the 4th one will be Arsene Wenger.
Yeah, that's a fair one. For me, I would Fergie top. There's absolutely no one who can beat Fergie. Second, I would go for. I'll just go for Mourinho, because what he did in them couple of years when he challenged Fergie, which if you had said that at the time, that was big shit. Right, that was big. Mourinho coming in, taking on Fergie. He'd go 2nd, Pep 3rd, Ancelotti I'd take 4th, with Wenger 5th for what he did as well. Some comments here. I mean, on paper, City would have wanted PSG over Bayern in the semis, and will probably prefer Madrid in the final should they get there. I don't think it's that easy. It's not about cementing himself winning the Champions League. It's about City cementing themselves as one of the biggest clubs in the world. Yes, without a European trophy, there's no way City fans can ever say City are big, because you need that European success.
It's the same with PSG.
Yeah.
As soon as you win that Champions League, you get respect as well. Yeah. Okay. That's
City, not City. Chelsea had that, didn't they?
Yeah, exactly. We didn't have. We got to a couple of finals, semi-finals. Until we won it, that's when we got a bit more respect. That's why PSG and City don't have that respect in Europe yet, because they've spent 100%. All the money, but they haven't got a single Champions League to show for it.
Until they haven't got the years.
Yeah, until that happens, they will not be. They will always be seen, and this is coming from Chelsea fans. It's going to sound mad what I'm about to say. They will always be seen as just that money club. Yeah? Someone's rich plaything. Until they win the European Cup, that's it.
Yeah. You do need that. You do need the big ears to cement yourself at the top table of English.
It builds you a bigger fan base as well, winning Champions League. Because the whole world and everything will know you more winning it.
Yeah.
People know Real Madrid so much.
To sit around the big table, you need a Champions League, and that's why, for me, Arsenal don't sit around that big table.
Precisely.
It's why if you think of the traditional, the big clubs in English football, United, Chelsea, Liverpool, they are the big ones. You could even say sometimes it's weird because didn't Forest win the Champions League or something?
Forest won it back twice. They won it back.
Yeah.
We're forgetting about Brian Clough. Actually, fuck it. No. I need to change it. Fergie first, Brian Clough goes second.
When did Forest win it? What years did they win it?
I think back in the 85, 86.
85, 86. It was mad achievement.
It's in the 80s. Okay.
Yeah, they got promoted from what we call the Championship now, and
But Chris,
that is
that competition was a straight knockout competition, like 2 legs,
Yeah.
I think. So
Yeah.
it's straight
and
knockout, yeah.
it was only
Heard
the
about that.
champions, wasn't it? It was only the champions were in it, so it was
Well, no, do you
not.
remember they won it, but obviously Liverpool had won the league. They were only in it because they'd won it, right? And then the next season when they won it again, they got Liverpool in the first round, I think it was, and knocked them out of the first round. So that's the way it happened. That was the Champions League. That's what or the European Cup. That was the proper Champions League. So.
Yeah, because it was only ever the champions, or if you won the European Cup, it was the European Cup back in there. Oh, there is some nostalgia coming into this stream tonight. Absolutely loving it. Professor saying, I mean, City ending up with a Champions League come end of the season tonight will be forgotten. Yeah, it probably would. I mean, let's be honest. Wenger had a great career, but he did nothing at Arsenal in Europe. Yeah, that's why. For me, that's why Wenger ain't considered one of the greats, because he didn't do it on the European stage. For me, you have to win more than a couple of Premier Leagues and a few FA Cups.
He didn't retain his league. He never retained his retained the championship. Yeah,
Mourinho did back to back under taking on Fergie, didn't he? Which is one of the greats. I'm over 26. Over 26 years, Wenger only won 3 league titles, one of which was the Invincibles. Yeah, I also think the Invincibles get disrespected because of the amount of draws that they had. They didn't win a lot of games. They drew a lot.
Yeah, and because they made themselves their own gold trophy.
Yeah, that was a bit embarrassing. Chris is saying Fergie, Mourinho, Pep. Yeah, Chris won't be. I don't think Chris will mind, but I don't think he'll be old enough to remember Brian Clough. I'm not old enough to know Brian Clough. I just want to put that straight out there. But I've done my history on English football, and Brian Clough was one of the greats. Absolutely. Professor saying top 5 Prem managers: Fergie, Pep, Mourinho, Wenger, Ancelotti. Everyone's sort of saying the same about the same top 5, which is fair. A question here from Professor: where do you all rank Mancini and Pellegrini? Probably the same as I rank Ranieri, isn't it?
Yeah, I rate Pellegrini higher than Mancini because Pellegrini won his Premier League outright. Mancini won it on goal difference. Do you know what I mean? He
was always the first to do it.
Yeah, but everyone goes about how Ferguson let the lead slip. If you remember in that season, Mancini let a huge lead slip as well, because by like January, February, they were on to win it by like probably maximum points. But they let that lead slip as well, and they only won it by goal. They won it by
Andrew, when you argue the competition was harder that season.
No,
it was only Man United
because that
I forgot where we was at that point.
It wasn't the same United though, wasn't it? Wasn't the same United.
Shall I tell you why it wasn't?
Yeah.
Remember that season, Arsenal got battered 8-2 by Manchester United. Yeah, still finished third, I believe, or something like that.
Yeah.
Spurs were okay. They were being carried by Gareth Bale into that 4.
Yeah, that was Redknapp era.
We finished 6th that year.
No, Andrew. I mean, as in, if you look at Brendan Rodgers' Liverpool team, Brendan Rodgers overachieved with that Liverpool team for sure.
Oh,
yeah, that was a hard season.
He was carried by Suarez. He was carried by Suarez.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
For me, Brendan Rodgers still messed up as well. Like they went 3-0 up against Crystal Palace.
But that was
you could have been defensive
because you had 3 teams going for it. You know,
like that Crystal Palace game, man.
Yeah, I guess.
We had City's problem. We didn't have a striker that season, or else we would have won it.
Yeah, I would probably rate Pellegrini over Mancini. That's a fair comment. And yeah, Mancini was lucky to win it. Mancini and Pellegrini did well to get City back into the title race when they were seemingly out of it. Yeah, but that was Mancini's downfall.
To be fair, Mancini also lost the FA Cup final to Wigan.
Yeah, he lost the FA Cup.
Yeah. That was brutal.
At least Pellegrini in his final season won the League Cup.
Yeah,
it got them into the Champions League.
I'm not going to lie, watching Wigan win the FA Cup has got to be one of the greatest things I've ever had as a football fan. For me, it's if I'm talking top 3 moments, the top moment is Leicester. That will never be done again.
Yeah.
Then it's Wigan, and then fuck knows what comes third.
No, but no, do you know what was great about that day? That was the same day Chelsea played Villa, and that's the same day Lampard broke the goal scoring record, but got us third place. So that was and then me and my dad were just watching it and going, well, Man City will batter Wigan easy. And then the two big burly men did the girliest screams ever when Wigan scored. Ooh! Like that, you know.
Looking in the private chat, I feel like this has become a City show because we've actually found a City fan. It's quite nice. I actually like it. We're talking some proper nostalgia of English football here, boys. But we'll get back to Chelsea in just a second. Last couple
Maybe
of comments. Mourinho, Pep second, third, either way around. Doesn't really matter. That's fair. But for me, the quadruple was always a bonus and a long shot without a recognised striker. But winning the Champions League isn't beyond City.
Nope.
For me, to see City assert themselves as a big club globally, they need to win the Champions League. And by extension, the World Club Cup. I know the World Club Cup isn't seen as a huge trophy, but on paper, winning that makes you the best team in the world for at least that season. It sort of does, but the World Cup doesn't matter too much. For me, mega comments here. I mean, when we say top Prem managers, I just focus on the Prem, not the treble. Yeah, that's fair. Prime, come on, Chelsea. Prime's a happy lad today. Fergie, Pep, Jose Mourinho, Wenger. That's my top four in order. Wenger I put fourth by virtue of the invincible seasons, but Arsenal never dominated the Premier League under Wenger, not like Fergie, Pep, or Mourinho. That's very true. That's true. It's like nobody considers Arsenal, PSG as a big club globally. Well, yeah, they don't. That's a fact.
No, that's right.
PSG need to win a Champions League to become one of the biggest in the world. That is absolutely true. It's like, as an England fan, we have underachieved but have won a World Cup. Having that star on the badge, it's an honour. Yeah, it's why England will be seen as one of the greats, because we won the World Cup. Even though in recent years we've fucked it right
We're
up.
the Liverpool of international football. We just keep telling them when we won the World Cup.
Yeah, we love it. We love a bit of history. Prime wants to be on. Get someone send him a link.
I sent Prime. I sent you the link like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I've sent it too.
Check your DMs.
I can't go on Twitter, so
I've sent it just a second.
Prime, if you want to come on, get in the links. However,
I've sent it just a second ago. So
However, that's not to say I consider Villa, Forest, Celtic as big clubs. No, but Brian Clough was great. Clough won it back in the European Cup. That's huge. Whoa, Chelsea above Liverpool as a big club. Yes, I'd say Chelsea. Well, no, maybe in a couple of years.
In history, yeah, of course, Liverpool beats us, but in the modern era, we are a bigger club.
Yeah, 100%. That's a fair way of putting it. I'd agree with that. For 5 years, it was Liverpool back-to-back, Forest back-to-back, and then Villa winning the European Cup. Yeah, nostalgia is definitely coming out. But Professor, if you'd ever like to come on, give me a DM. I've never spoke to a City fan before. Well, not one that makes sense really? Anyway. And I've spoken to one, but he does make an awful lot of sense, like this guy. Some more comments here. I'm a Liverpool fan. Don't mind me a 13-14 season nightmares. Yes, Prime, you can come on. The link has been sent to you, I believe.
I sent you an Insta as well, Prime.
So I should have said the Premier League presented Arsenal with a golden trophy. No, they made that themselves. Don't worry about that. But talking back to Chelsea, let's get back to Chelsea, shall we? We've had the nostalgia. That was great going down memory lane. I'm not gonna lie. I think me and Andrew enjoyed that quite a bit. But I know, it's beautiful times.
When football was football.
Talk about Chelsea. Yeah. Do you see how close Reece James' shot was? It's so close. It's insanely. I wanted that to go in so bad. That'd be an amazing goal.
And that Werner chance he had when he ran from,
Werner did have a bit of, it was I'd say half a chance, because it wasn't a clear-cut chance, was it? When he
it's the way he shot the ball. If he would have hit it harder, I think he would have went round the goalkeeper.
Maybe, but yeah, to me, no one played bad today. That's why I can't take any
I don't hit any players.
No one could be negative to any Chelsea player today. No Chelsea especially.
You're absolutely right.
And that's I shot down with it. If anyone did.
I want no slander from no one today about any player.
Mason Mount. Yeah, go on. Sorry.
What do you think did it? So looking at the two tactics, looking at the two teams, what do you think gave you that edge over City?
Tuchel.
I d-
Tuchel
don't-
plays the game like a chess game.
I think what I just said. I think the dropping in of Mount as an extra third midfielder, really set them apart. And he was on Fernandinho, and Fernandinho. That I'd said at the start of the stream. Mount made him look super old today, man. He made him look like he needs to go in retirement today. And Fernandinho is one of the best midfielders we've ever seen in the league. And even this ripe old age of mid-30s, he's been playing out of his skin. He's better than Rodri to me. But dropping that third midfielder in against them, I don't think Guardiola was expecting that at all. And then also I did like his substitutions as well. Tuchel. He bought an extra protection for Chilwell at the left hand side, put Emerson on. And took Newman took Werner off and Mount off, bought some extra pace, and then. Like I said, Jorginho and Kante just dominated the midfield. Just dominated. The defense hardly had to do anything because Kante and Jorginho were just bossing that midfield of theirs. They didn't allow anything through at all. So I think he out-tacted him. I think Guardiola had done it to himself as well with the side he picked.
Wait, guys,
I've
got to go. Thanks for having me on, Niall. Thanks for having
No worries, mate. Cheers for coming.
You're always welcome.
Take care.
On Friday.
Oh yeah, I've got to go as well now.
Cheers for
thanks
coming
having me on, guys. Come on, Chelsea!
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on, Chelsea!
Up the Chelsea.
I need to cook.
Always welcome anyway.
I have actually not eaten anything all day.
You're always welcome on anyway for Friday.
No, I know. It's just I just ain't. I wait for the Chelsea game. I don't know why I just waited for.
I haven't even cooked yet. That is my plan to do in a bit. But yeah, big thanks to everyone that is coming on. We'll go through the last few comments. Chris, you're off, aren't you now? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm actually about to head off. So yeah, I'm gonna grab something to eat.
Excellent.
So yeah, good talking to you guys. Anyway.
Cheers for coming on, and we'll catch you in a bit.
Yeah.
Catch you Friday.
Cheers.
Or later.
But yeah, obviously Chelsea winning. What about you two? What do you think set you apart from City?
They underestimated us.
Chris is always hungry.
They underestimated us, and like you said, with Mount playing as the extra midfielder.
Yeah, 100%. Last couple of comments before we wrap up. In truth, I think tonight Pep didn't pick his strongest squad. I really don't know why. They didn't look particularly exhausted. Stefan in goal didn't really have a bad game and wasn't at fault for a goal, but today would have been ideal. Would have been ideal to have started Foden and Mahrez, especially keep them sharp for PSG. And also Pep's fault has been under him. City have never been able to wrap up games or a season. City on paper should have already won the league, but the fact that they've allowed the title race to drag on could haunt them if we end up without the Champions League. Totally agree with that. And if United out sort of catch them, that'll be even more embarrassing. And yes, I'd love to join sometime. Absolutely. Give me on Twitter. My DM is @Niall_PAFC. Give me a DM and we'll have a chat, because next season I do plan on starting a City show. I've got everything ready for it. I just need some City fans, so I'm working my way to getting them. Yeah, send me a DM. Big up Liam, a fellow Jan. I can't be bothered with stupid last-minute goals. It always costs us. They were so lucky. Watched us win in Northampton. Bristol Rovers are awful. Otherwise, we will be in a relegation battle. So lucky this season. Need to improve next season. Yeah, it hasn't been fucking ideal for our goal, to be brutally honest. I was doing Formula One today, and Daniel told me we scored, and my celebration was like, "Well, hey, cool." And didn't even know we conceded a last minute winner, which is always lovely. I couldn't give less of a shit, mate. We have nothing to play for. Our season is over.
You ended it. I was gonna put 1-1, but you ended it.
Good. I didn't know until I checked when I got home from shopping. But yeah, no, it's been a good day for Chelsea. A bad day for City. They're out of the FA Cup. Pep's insulted the FA Cup again. Bottled a semi-final. Will he bottle the league? We'll have to wait and see. But we'll be back tomorrow, 1:30. Formula One, the race. Lights out and away we go. That is what we're doing tomorrow. Formula One, live from Imola. I won't be at Imola. I'll be in the UK, down in Devon. But it's going to be a great race. I've got a great panel. I'm assembling a great panel. We'll have Jeannie, hopefully. We'll have me, Sauls, Charles. It's got Chris is going to be there as well. It's a great panel. For a mix of experience and inexperience in Formula One. We love to see it. Professor saying won't bottle the league, I hope. I mean, that would be very bad for Pep if he was to bottle the league as well.
I think that's
make
sure
sure
that
you...
to bottle it.
Yeah, so were United when they bottled it. The thing is, everyone that's been on, their links are in the description. So go check out the Winter Surfer, Charles, Will, and Chris. Did someone else leave as well? Can't remember. No, I think that was all of them. Yeah, that was all of them. But Shed, where can they find you, mate?
They can find me here every time Chelsea play. And every Friday at 6 p.m. UK time, and is it 8 p.m. Kenyan time? Yeah. So they can find me here. They can find me on Twitter at the Shed End 2. They can find me on Instagram at the Shed End, and then I have a second account. It's called Official Slang, and on Telegram as well. You can search Discuss Chelsea. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Dan, where can they find you, bro?
You can find me on Twitter at CC Daniel MTG. Saying Mount's better than Foden because he is. And I'll be on here every day supporting and trying to do the best I can, and on Friday for the Chelsea show.
And by the way, remember to subscribe, like this video, share with your friends. Yeah, let's create a big family here.
Yes, 100%. Totally agree with that. But go check us out on YouTube. Go like the video, subscribe to the channel. Look at our, go find us on Twitter at Let's Talk EPL. Join our Instagram at Let's Talk EPL _. You can find me at Niall _PAFC. All links are in the description. And Professor, please do DM me. I would love to get some more City fans on. Look, if I can find 2 or 3 City fans, I can then start to try and build up the City community on here. I've always been interested to see what how big the City one would be. Feel free to DM me here as well if you want to. What's your link? My link, I will post it. Give me. We'll stay live whilst I do this. Actually, no, we do. One moment. It's all a bit confusing. I need to
you put it on
my
Twitch.
Twitter link. Yeah, that's what I need to try and do. We're just sorting out my Twitter. I will get that sorted now. Please be logged in. I am logged in.
Who do you think we're going to play in the final? How are you doing it?
Oh, I think it'll be Leicester. It's got to be Leicester, hasn't it? Copy link. Then I now need to go on to StreamYard. Who do you think you're going to be playing in the final anyway?
I think Leicester.
I think it's Leicester. Yeah.
That's
and Code, what do you think about Tuesday's game? We are playing low budget Chelsea in Brighton. So
I think we'll win that 1-0 as well. I think we'll just do the same thing because we don't want to overplay because we've got West Ham next, which is more bigger.
Because they're more like us. They're just like Chelsea. They don't like scoring. They have a goal or two. They don't like scoring. But their problem is defending. They can't. I mean, they can't keep a clean sheet. They can't seem to keep a clean sheet. And when you think they're wrapping up a game 1-0, the other team comes back and like they did against United. So but they play a very good football, very passive, very nice football. It will be intriguing to watch. So I can't wait for that one.
100%. Professor, I've put the link in for the Let's Talk EPL Twitter page. You can find me there as well. So yeah, go check out my Twitter and we'll have a chat about organising something for City. But prediction for the League Cup final, yeah, might as well do the League Cup final whilst we're here. I think City will win it. I think Harry Kane may be injured as well, isn't he? So so yeah, what about you two?
I think Man City will win it because I think they'll take it out on Spurs.
I hate Tottenham, but I really want Mourinho to get something this season. So I'll go for Tottenham. But I really hate them. I wish Mourinho was managing another team, but I really want Mourinho to get something this season.
I just want Mourinho to win it to annoy the Tottenham fans, then we can say he's better than Poch.
All right, I think right now there's no debate. Poch is better, but also had a better team. But Mourinho is just so negative football. On paper, City should win, but if they play like tonight, then no. Absolutely, totally agree with that statement. Got the link. We'll reach out soon. Yeah, as I say, I'd love to get in contact with you and organise something for City. And Spurs have been way out of form this season to justify a comeback. Yeah, they've been atrocious. But if you're watching on YouTube still, go check out our links in the description. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you're watching the replay, a big up to everyone that's been watching. Went down memory lane with the nostalgia. I enjoyed that quite a bit. It's also given me some new ideas for some new videos in the summer. So a big thanks to everyone that's been watching. As I say, we'll be back with F1 tomorrow from Imola. Round 2 of the FIA Formula 1 World Championship. So make sure you join us for that. We'll also have match reaction of Arsenal versus Fulham, United versus Burnley. And don't forget the Checkered Flag show on Sunday, 9 p.m. Recapping everything that's happened over the weekend in Formula 1. But a big thanks to everyone watching.